It is 9:08 a.m. Monday, and this is day 2 of the challenge. So, yeah, yesterday I got to watch 6. Hopefully, I get 6 or 7 today. Not trying to be negative, but it probably won't happen just because I'm an hour late. I keep wanting to start at 8. You know, I feel like if I start at 8 and stop like at midnight, I can get a pretty good amount of movie watching done. But I'm just now getting my coffee. Today we're gonna go with the Batman cup. Good stuff. But yeah, my daughter just got dropped off at school. Only got the 2 boys at the house. They want to watch a show. They want to watch Justice League Unlimited. So I figured, you know what I mean? I did so much movie watching yesterday. I mean, they did watch some of it with me, like Star Wars and stuff like that. But because, you know, I want them to start their day watching cartoons. And the 3-year-old was begging me to watch cartoons. So I was like, yeah, sure, why not? But I can watch something on my desktop, so I don't want to get a late start, you know. So, and I have a doctor's visit to go to later on. I got to take my youngest to the doctor's, and my wife has to work later on this afternoon, so I have to take them, which is fine, no big deal. I already have all the movies that I want to watch today in mind, so I don't have to waste time thinking about what to watch because I already know what I'm going to be watching all day. But I wanted to show you guys. The first thing that I'm going to be watching is, I don't know if you guys can see that, Dread. And it's not Judge Dredd, the Sylvester Stallone one. It's the newer one, the 2012 reboot of it. I haven't seen it yet. I've actually heard really good things about it. I've been really wanting to watch it, and I just found out a few days ago that Netflix added it on there, so I was really excited. I've been trying to find time to watch it, and I figured this would be a really good time to do that. And it's not that long either, so because I got a late start, I got really lucky that it's not that long. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it, and I'll check back with you guys later. Now that's what I call an intro to a movie. There's nothing wrong with liking violence, right? Because when you do violence in a movie, you have to do it right, or else it doesn't work. And so far, it's right. Just got done watching Dread. Really good. Enjoyed it very much. It's not a masterpiece or anything, but definitely enjoyed it. Didn't realize the whole thing was going to be as violent as it was. I'm not complaining. I am a big fan of violence when it comes to movies and TV shows. Yeah, really good. Very simple. A lot of action. If you guys want to watch a very fast-paced action thriller, Dread is definitely it. Especially if you guys enjoy like comic book movies and stuff like that, and this one is definitely a really good watch. But yeah, highly recommend it if you guys are into stuff like that. I loved it. I don't own it, so I watched it on Netflix, but really thinking about buying it, especially on Blu-ray. It's a very colorful movie, so I'm sure it looks awesome on Blu-ray. If you guys have it on Blu-ray, please let me know if it looks good, if the transfer is definitely worth buying. So yeah, I'm gonna fix up a snack for the kids. I'm gonna make myself breakfast, and then I'll go and watch the second movie for today, and I'll let you guys know what that is then. Egg, ham, and cheese sandwich on wheat toast. Simple, delicious, and healthy. Alright you guys, it is 11:58 a.m. It's still the same day. And yeah, so what I'm gonna watch next is Tim Burton's Batman. What is this? 1989. It's roughly about 2 hours long. The reason I really enjoyed this Batman is the acting. I like Michael Keaton's Batman. He keeps it so simple and he's so into his character that it makes it really good. And as we all know, Jack Nicholson's Joker is absolutely awesome. Tim Burton's also dark style is perfect for this movie, and that's why I really enjoy it. The intro music to the movie is awesome. It's the exact same intro for Batman the Animated Series that came out after this movie, which is one of my favorite cartoons of all time. Now that I'm done with the first one, I can watch the second one. Alright, so I just got done watching the first Batman movie from Tim Burton that came out in 1989. I really like this one, but my favorite out of the two from Tim Burton Batman films definitely has to be the second one, Batman Returns. I believe it came out in 1992. It was great for Warner Brothers to trust Tim Burton with this movie, and I'm glad they did, because it led them to something amazing. Batman the Animated Series, which was based on these two movies. The next one, the second part, is definitely my favorite out of the two, and I'm sure all of you could agree, and that's Batman Returns, with Danny DeVito as Penguin and Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. This is, I gotta admit, this is my favorite Catwoman out of Michelle Pfeiffer and Anne Hathaway. I definitely love this one. Tim Burton definitely had a lot more to work with after he gained the trust of Warner Brothers and the fans. It's a fantastic movie. I enjoy it every single time. It's one of my favorites growing up, and I'm gonna go ahead and watch it. By the way, it is 2:13 p.m. and it's still Monday. I'm just gonna watch about a half an hour of it because I do have to leave and pick up my daughter from school, and after that I have a doctor's appointment that I gotta take my youngest one to. But I do have a half an hour to kill, so I'm gonna watch a half an hour of it, then I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna go do the errands that I have to do. I'm gonna come back home, and then I'm gonna finish it. The intro to this movie, I remember when I was a little kid, it would always freak me out how you see these two parents having Penguin as like a toddler, a baby in a cage, and this cat is walking by, and this baby just grabs him. The whole cage starts shaking, and then they go to the park and they grab the baby and the car seat and they throw him over the bridge. Yeah, a lot darker than the first one. Oh yeah. What is up, you guys? I'm parked here in my daughter's school parking lot. The line is super long. I don't know how many of you have kids, but if they don't ride the bus, it takes forever to pick them up because parents just line up outside, and I mean the line goes all the way around. You have to be here early. It's a little bit after 2:50. You guys can see right there. Yeah, so they get released at 2:45, so they should be coming out here shortly, and this line should be moving. Lucky for me, the school is right down the street. I mean, I timed it. It takes me 2 minutes to get here, and it only takes me like 2 minutes to get in the car and put the kids in here and stuff. But yeah, like I said earlier, I'm gonna pick her up. Then I have a doctor's appointment to go to, and then I will be headed back home to finish the challenge. It is 5:19. I'm finally home. I was about a half an hour into the movie, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in, and yeah, I'll probably stop it around 6. I'll stop it as soon as it ends, and I'll go ahead and make dinner for the kids, and I'll get something to eat because I'm pretty hungry myself. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to it.
doing great. May a couple pop. Your table is ready. May a couple pop.
That's a pretty nasty looking penguin.
Now.
What do you guys think?
I've ever seen. I'm sort of like the comfort. Play this stinking city like a heart from hell.
Alright, you guys, I have to pause it because I'm getting hungry and so are the kids. So, I'm going to go ahead and pause it. Man, Danny DeVito as the penguin is absolutely awesome. And him having control of the Batmobile is very, very epic. But it is 6:29. It's still Monday. And yeah, gonna go ahead and make dinner. I was thinking about eating the leftovers from yesterday. There's still some pizza and I still have a few wings left over, but I want to save that for a midnight snack because I have the feeling that I will be staying up that late. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find something else to eat, and meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and make some dinner for the kids, and then I'll continue with Batman Returns. Now, doesn't that look good? Sorry, it's not fish, you guys. It is 6:46. The kids are eating dinner. My dinner is ready. I'm gonna sit down, enjoy my delicious dinner, and continue the movie. I only have about a half an hour left, so it should be what, about 7:15 when it's over. And yeah, I'm actually excited to watch the next movie that I have in mind because I haven't seen it in a very long time, and it's an amazing film. So I'll see you then. Alright, so I just got done watching Tim Burton's second Batman film called Batman Returns with Danny DeVito as Penguin, Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, and Michael Keaton as Batman. We all know that Jack Nicholson was an amazing Joker. He had the right energy and the perfect laugh. But have you guys ever paid attention to Michelle Pfeiffer's laugh in this movie, especially when she's fighting in the sewers in Penguin's home? It's absolutely awesome. I love it. By the way, that's her right there. You see her looking at the bat symbol in the sky. I really like her outfit. Like I said before, she is definitely my favorite Catwoman of all time. It's pretty awesome. I really like this Batman a lot more than the first one. Than the first Tim Burton one. It just feels like there's so much more going on. Not only that, but Danny Elfman's music. He always does music for Tim Burton, but this one, but the one that he did for this movie is absolutely magnificent. So much violin work. It feels like it doesn't stop at all from the beginning to end. The mood of it just changes without pausing at all, and I thought that was really, really awesome. I always wish that Tim Burton would have made a third one and completed a trilogy instead of stopping here and allowing Joel Schumacher to continue it, because he definitely ruined it. But he made a lot of money and sold a lot of toys. Alright, you guys, it is 7:38 p.m. and I was just trying to think about what to watch, and I decided to watch 300. I haven't seen this movie in a very, very long time. It's probably been about a year, but I have seen it a few times. Of course, the first time I watched it religiously, like once a week. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in, and yeah, look at that face. I wonder if that's what I look like whenever I'm pissed off. Is that what my children see? There's nothing wrong with watching this movie, seeing all these Spartans fight, and thinking to yourself, I should work out. This movie is absolutely beautiful to look at. Zack Snyder definitely knew what he was doing whenever he first had his vision. Good job, sir. I believe I said it this morning whenever I was watching Dread. There's nothing wrong with movie violence. I'm definitely a fan of it. I believe that when it's done right, it could be very useful. Some people mess it all up and don't exactly, they think, some filmmakers put it in there just because they think it will look cool. But not only does it look cool in 300, but it's definitely necessary. I feel like if it wasn't for the violence, this movie wouldn't be the same. So I'm very glad it has it. Alright, you guys, it is 9:46 p.m. It's still Monday, obviously. I did have my mind set on two movies that I was going to watch tonight, but my wife just got home from work, and she, for some strange reason, she is in the mood to watch The Dark Knight, which you all know is 2.5 hours long. So I'm gonna go ahead and watch it because it is a really good movie. But because of that, I have to watch at least 6 movies if I'm gonna make it through this thing. And obviously it's gonna be late, so I'm gonna watch that, and then I'm gonna have to pick something short so that I don't stay up too late and sleep throughout the day tomorrow. So right now I'm gonna watch The Dark Knight. Wow, that's 2 Jokers in one day and 3 Batmans in one day, which makes it a good day. Which Dark Knight movie has a better intro? The Dark Knight with the bank robbery, or The Dark Knight Rises with hijacking the plane and crashing it? Good question, right? So while Bruce Wayne plans to go back to China to bring Yao back so that he can squeal, I'm gonna get myself something to eat and something to drink. There was some leftover pizza and wings from yesterday, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat that. What time is it? It's a little bit after 10. Where did I put it?
Why so serious?
Catch. Batman just flipped over a semi-truck. You can't beat that. Jim Gordon is still alive.
You do like to play things pretty close to the chest. We're going long. Your friend, the district attorney, was rushing right to be. You have nothing.
Where are they? Alright, you guys, it is 12:20 or 12:19 a.m. Oh, it's already Tuesday. And it's late, but I am gonna watch one more. Yeah. There is a movie that's sort of a secret pleasure of mine that I haven't seen, and it's been about maybe a year and a half, might be even more than that. But I grew up watching it. I love it very much, and the reason I chose it, the reason I chose to watch it right now is because it's really short. It goes by quick. It's late. And because I love it. I grew up watching it as a little kid. I didn't really understand any of it, but it's just a childhood memory that I will never forget. And For those of you that know what it is, don't pick on me. Actually, if you know what it is, you probably love it yourself. It's everyone's guilty pleasure if you know what it is. Sam Raimi's masterpiece, along with Bruce Campbell. Who doesn't love Bruce Campbell? Come on. Army of Darkness. This is the definition of really, really good cheese. Good cheese meaning very, very cheesy movie. It has horrible effects. I have to appreciate it for what it is. Sam Raimi has always been a very visual director, a very imaginative writer. If you don't know, he's a huge horror buff, and so is Bruce Campbell. They're both created the Evil Dead original, creators of the Darkman, which sadly has been forgotten about. The Darkman trilogy with Liam Neeson. Awesome trilogy. And of course, everybody knows the Spider-Man trilogy. Really good filmmaker. I love his work. I'm a big fan of the horror side of his career. I think he's awesome. But yeah, really, really good cheese. I grew up watching this movie. I think it's one of the funniest movies of all time. But yeah, it's really short. I think it's like an hour and 15 minutes long or something like that. So I figured I'd put it in right now, make it my 6th film for today. I figured I'd put it in right now, make it number 6 for today, which means I got 12 in 2 days. I was hoping to have 14, but I still have 5 days to make that number grow and get closer to 50. So wish me luck, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this in and watch it. Only Sam Raimi can create something like this. I mean, you watch his movies and you know he's behind the camera, because the camera work is sort of like nobody ever taught him the proper way to direct a film, but he pulls it off anyways. Great filmmaking. Not only that, but the acting from Bruce Campbell is just, his face expressions are so funny to me. Everything he does, I think it's funny.
Let's talk about how I get back home.
Good stuff.
But in my own way, I am king. Hail to the king, baby.
Alright, you guys, it's over. I'll go ahead and show you guys what time it is. Alright, it is 1:40 Tuesday. It's really late. I believe it's about the same time it was yesterday. I'm actually more tired than I was yesterday though. But yeah, I laugh every time I watch that movie. It's so cheesy, but it's really good. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's hard to explain what it's about, but yeah, look it up, you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.